That's Crown from 2019, and this is Song of the Stars from 2025. Same group, but with 6 years of evolution. TXT is getting ready to have their comeback on April 13th with their new EP called 7th Year. And before it releases, I want to cover their sonic evolution throughout their 6 years so far. Because when you look at TXT's 6 years so far through the lens of a music producer, you start to notice a pattern. Their sound didn't just randomly change, it followed an architecture. You have two separate worlds building, and then at the end, they both collide. And by the end of this video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because today, using FL Studio, we're gonna look at actual songs that help shape the sound of each chapter. So, let's go back to the beginning of time. Too far. Where we actually need to start is the Dream chapter. That's the main melody from Crown, March of 2019, TXT's very first song. And when you look at it and listen, it tells you everything you need to know. The melody is built on these bright synths, it's almost optimistic sounding, and it's almost got this playfulness to it. That warmth and brightness from the synth gives this anthemic feeling to their song. And that's somewhat what the Dream chapter feels like. It gives you the sense of starting something new. It really feels like you're taking on a journey, and this is that first step. And I really love the Dream chapter for this reason. Listening to the Dream chapter gives me a sense of nostalgia and optimism. No matter when I'm listening to Our Summer, it makes me feel like I'm in the summertime. Driving around, windows down, weather's amazing. It's just overall very nostalgic era. But let's hold on to that nostalgic era because things are about to change. Because 2 years later, that same group now delivers the Chaos chapter. Those are the guitars from I Know I Love You. And when you think about the Dream chapter living in the world of nostalgia and happiness, well, the Chaos chapter drops all of that. It's a lot heavier. We have distorted bass guitars, distorted guitars in general, and the overall themes, including lyrics, got heavier as well. The Chaos chapter entered a much darker sound. And if Love Song was TXT discovering rock, then Loser Equals Lover was them deciding to live there. Again, we have distorted guitars and an overall darker theme. Coming from the Dream chapter and then going to rock, I would say this era is their biggest sonic pivot. But even with this sonic change, it still felt like they kept their identity. It still worked because it was honest and it felt like their music. So now we have two worlds. The Dream era is up here. It's bright, synthy, and nostalgic. And the Chaos era is down here. It's dark, distorted, heavy. And hold both of those worlds in your head because this is where things are going to get really interesting. We're now entering part 1 of the Name era. 2023, the Name chapter begins. This is where TXT does something I didn't expect at all. This is the chorus for Sugar Rush Ride. And if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that there's almost nothing here. This sound itself is just a whistle. The devil said, give me more. That's it, just one rounded out melody, a whistle sound playing. No distorted guitars, no filling every frequency range, just one single melody to deliver a dark song. They were able to make the chorus sound dark using only one melody. Now here's what's so interesting about that. The Chaos era having songs like Love Song and Loser Equals Lover, those songs delivered a dark feeling by filling the frequency range. Distorted guitars, heavy low end, rock doing what rock does best. Sugar Rush Ride delivers that same darkness but using only one whistle sound. Same destination, but completely different vehicle. See, they didn't leave the Chaos era, they refined it. They took all of that distortion and found a way to polish it into this sound. That's not just a genre change, that's maturity. The first half of the Name chapter is TXT going back to the Chaos era and evolving it. Now take a look at this. This song, Chasing That Feeling, is from 2023. We're still in the name chapter. This sound is warm and optimistic. We have chords using synthesized sounds again. We have bells. It's overall uplifting. And it sounds completely different from Sugar Rush Ride. And it should, because we're not evolving the Chaos era anymore. They've moved on to the other half of the equation. Think about it this way. The Dream chapter from 2019 had synthesized sounds, was bright, uplifting, and nostalgic sounding. Now listen to Chasing That Feeling again. It's the same emotional world. It's warm, it's optimistic, but listen to how much more sophisticated it sounds now. Everything from the chord choices to the sound selection has just so much more finesse here. This is evolution. It doesn't sound like a group that just debuted. It sounds like a group that spent 4 more years in music perfecting their craft, and they went back to their debut sound and just refined it and evolved it so much more. So here's what the name chapter is doing when you actually look at it. The first half, like Sugar Rush Ride, is the Chaos era evolved. The second half, with songs like Chasing That Feeling, is the Dream chapter evolved. 2 separate evolutions happening within the same chapter. They went back, evolved both of their worlds, and now there's only one place left to go. But before we get to the next chapter, I want to stop somewhere real quick. Let's look at Minisode 3, because this one doesn't fit neatly into any one chapter, and that's exactly why it matters. In Minisode 3, we have Deja Vu. Now this is in 2024, and the Minisodes are TXT's way of bridging chapters, looking back before they take a step forward. And this song introduces something we haven't seen yet. We have these nice warm R&B chords, as well as this pretty bell straight from the Dream chapter. Then we also have this rage lead taken straight out of the Chaos chapter. The Dream chapter and the Chaos chapter are sharing the same song for the first time. This song was a proof of concept. Can they merge both of these worlds together and have it work? I think the answer is a pretty obvious yes. November 2024, the Star chapter begins, and this is the collision of both worlds. Over the Moon is doing something sonically that I'm not certain that TXT in 2019 and 2021 could be making. I'm not saying they're bad. The chords being used, Dream era. This synth lead you hear playing a transition throughout the song, also from the Dream era. The distorted guitar, definitely Chaos era. Bass guitar, Chaos era. Put them both together and this is the sound you get. Not to mention that soft electric piano we hear in the intro. We're taking the best of the Dream chapter and the Chaos era and fusing them together. These songs don't fight each other, they're complementing each other perfectly. That's because TXT spent 5 years perfectly evolving these sounds before ever trying to combine them. They weren't just trying to mesh together dark and warm sounds and hoping it works out. They evolved each sound as best as they could and then combined them. That's why it doesn't feel forced, it feels complete. July 2025, still in the Star chapter, we have Song of the Stars. And I saved this one for last for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the last song in the Star chapter, meaning that for the 4 chapters we have so far, this is the last thing we know. And number 2, is because I love this song. This being a rock track is one of their most rounded out, professional, and emotionally open rock tracks to date. We have this rock guitar driving the whole song. We have an additional distorted guitar layer, amping up the warmth, as well as a couple of textures and sounds that we would definitely be hearing in the Dream chapter. There's no crazy aggressive sounds here. We have the warmth of the rock instrumentation, but also the openness of the Dream chapter. That feeling that used to only exist in the Dream chapter is now being delivered through the sonic language of the Chaos chapter. Both worlds fully fused completely together. And some of the last words from the Star chapter being, "May it last forever, the Song of the Stars." And if those are the last words from the Star chapter, I can't even imagine how the next chapter is going to open. So here's what 7 years of TXT sounds like when you zoom out. They started with 2 worlds. The Dream chapter was bright, warm, and open. The Chaos chapter was heavy, dark, and raw. Sugar Rush Ride took the purest form of darkness from the Chaos chapter and evolved it. Chasing that feeling took the warmth from the Dream chapter and rebuilt it with 4 more years of craft behind it. And then in the Star chapter, both of these worlds collided into one sound. And now that 7th year is right around the corner, the one question I can't stop thinking about is what sound do you build after both of the worlds you made collided? If you enjoyed my TXT coverage in this video, then consider subscribing, because when their new EP comes out in a week, I'll be doing a music production analysis video on that you don't want to miss. Thank you for watching and have a great day, night, morning, wherever you are.